Welcome back. Welcome back to Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos, generously sponsored by Mending Support of Fishman, Schus Chai Rivka, Support of Friedel, memory of Rebbe Jonathan Sachs, or Yaakov Tzvi Ben David Aryeh, with tremendous gratitude to our dear friends, the Fishmans. It is not Friday, my dear friends. It is Erev Shabbos. We are turning our Friday into Erev Shabbos. I want to share with you an insight. It's based on the Parsha, but it doesn't have to be Parsha's Bod for you to be able to learn and listen and get excited about Shabbos. How can we turn our Friday into Erev Shabbos? How can we turn our Saturday into Shabbos? How can we turn our Shabbos into something gewaldig, geschmack, into something delicious and exciting and energizing and enthusiastic, and something we count up to, not count down for it to be over? There is a conversation in our Parsha. Moshe Rabbeinu comes to Paro over and over and over again, and he says, "Let my people go, let my people go." And Paro finally, after being smacked down and struck so many times by so many makos, so many plagues, Paro finally concedes, "Miva mi ha'olchim." Who's going? Who do you want? Because Moshe, after all, asked for 3 days to go to the Midbar. 3 days we want to go out to the desert. We want to serve Hashem. We want to serve our God. And Paro says, "Miva mi ha'olchim." For 3 days, no. Okay, who's going? And Moshe answers, "B'nareinu v'zkeinenu nelech," our young and our old, "B'vanenu v'vnosenu," our sons and our daughters, "So nenu b'vkarenu nelech." We're all going, young and old, children and adults. We're all going, even our animals, even our property. And Paro says, "Vayimar aleim yichein Hashem imachem." Okay, kasher shalach eschem v'stavchem riki roi neged panechem. Lochein. I'm not letting everybody go. L'chuna hagvarim. Only the men. Ivdu as Hashem ki osatem avakshim v'yigarish shamei panei Paro. What's going on in this debate? What's going on in this conversation? What was Paro asking? What was Moshe answering? What did Paro reject? And again, it's an insight on Parshas Bo, but you don't have to be listening, even if it's not Parshas Bo while you're listening to this. The insight about our turning our Friday into Erev Shabbos remains true nonetheless. The Kli Yakar, I saw it in the Kli Yakar. Rav Druk also brings this down in his Lavos Eish. Many say the following idea and the following insight. Moshe Rabbeinu says, we're going to the desert, we want to serve God, we want to worship for 3 days. Paro says, "Mi v'mi ha'olchim." You're going to worship? Okay, who's going? Who are the rabbis? Who are the pastors? Who are the preachers? Who are the priests? Who are the clergy? Who leads the prayer? Who leads the religious service and ceremony? The clergy. So miva mihochim. What are the names of the clergy? So I can give them a pass. I'll give them a visa, and they can leave Mitzrayim. They can leave Egypt for 3 days. And what does Moshe Rabbeinu answer? No way. It's not just the clergy. It's not just the pastors and the priests, but we're all going. You see, Paro understood service, religious activity. The word that Paro uses over and over again in the parasha, "Shalach es Hashem ve'avodu es Hashem Elokehem." And then Paro says, "L'chu ivdu es Hashem Elokehem." L'chu nahagvarim ve'ivdu es Hashem. He sees avoda as service, as ritual, as ceremony. And Moshe Rabbeinu answers, Judaism is not relegated just to the clergy. We don't have a priest or a pastor who has different life or lifestyle or expectations than every one of us. For us, b'nareinu ubizkeinenu nelech. For us, our Yiddishkeit, our Judaism, our Shabbos, our Yontif, b'nareinu bizkeinenu. There's a youthfulness, and yet there's maturity and age. It's young and it's old. It's sons and it's daughters. It's bitzonenu uvivkarenu. It's our property and our animals. Why? Ki chag Hashem lanu. Chag Hashem lanu. It's geschmack. It's gewaldik. It's a chag. It's a party. It's a yontif. It's a yontif. In other religions, the priest, the pastor, the clergy has to live a different lifestyle than the everyman. And in our religion, there's nobody who's different. Our Torah is meant for every one of us. It enriches, it enhances, it empowers our lives. And that's not true for anything more than Shabbos. We turn our Friday into Erev Shabbos, and we make our Shabbos gewaldik and geschmack and exciting when we engage Nareinu ubizkeinenu, when we make sure that Shabbos speaks to and resonates with our young and our old. Banenu ubibnosenu. So Chevra, as we get ready for Shabbos, think about how you could make your Shabbos table a Chag Hashem. How can Shabbos become a party that you look forward to? I don't just mean the little kids in the Shabbos party and giving out the candy and the treats. Adults should also say, Shabbos? Shabbos is a Chag. Ki Chag Hashem lanu. Yiddishkeit. Shabbos It's all a chag. It's all a party. It's all happy. It's all positive. It's all filled with love. We're going to rest and we're going to read and we're going to laugh and we're going to joke and we're going to sing and we're going to tell stories and we're going to share insights and we're going to repeat Divrei Torah and we're going to spend time with no distractions, no technology, no to-do list, and nothing else in the world. Because after all, Shabbos is Zeichel Yitzias Mitzrayim. Shabbos commemorates the Exodus that we left Egypt. What does Shabbos have to do with Yitzias Mitzrayim? That each and every week in our davening and at our Kiddush we say, Shabbos is Zeichel Yitzias Mitzrayim. The answer is, Shabbos liberates us the same way we were liberated from Egypt. All week long, the taskmaster is our technology. The taskmaster is our to-do list. The taskmaster is our email, our inbox. Shabbos comes and it liberates us. 25 hours, guilt-free. You can't do anything but be present. Ki chag Hashem lanu. It's a 25-hour party. Read and laugh and sing and learn and love and daven and just spend time. How do we create that atmosphere, that culture in our homes and in our community? How do we make our Shabbos table a fun place, a geschmack place, a delicious place, not a meal that we can't wait for it to end, not we set the lights to go out early so our guests will leave and go home, not our countdown to be able to just go to sleep. How do we make the Shabbos table? How do we make Erev Shabbos, turn our Friday into Erev Shabbos by having music playing and the fragrances and the smells of Shabbos food cooking and the smile and the happiness and the joy? Ki chag Hashem lanu. What makes it a chag? Because binarenu ubizkeinenu neilech. When we go with our children and grandchildren, when the whole family gets into it, when everyone's involved, chag Hashem. That's what makes it a chag. It makes it a party. So, Chaver, let's turn our Friday into Erev Shabbos by making Shabbos a chag, by making Erev Shabbos, turn our Friday into Erev Shabbos with great music and a skip in our step and a little dance with an excitement and a to'ah meha and a happiness and a joy and a love and a laughter. And to do it intergenerationally, to do it with an eye for young and old and sons and daughters, to involve and include everyone, to ask thought-provoking questions and to stimulate their presence and to include them in our conversations and to include them in our song. So wishing everyone a beautiful Shabbos, a holy Shabbos, a happy Shabbos, a Shabbos that's a chag, a Shabbos that's filled with love and life and laughter, a Shabbos that we're counting up to and we can't wait for it to begin. We're never, ever, ever counting down for it to end. We just want to be there with our family and with all the generations. Ki chag Hashem lanu. Now go turn your Friday into Erev Shabbos.